A warm welcome to AD4 TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital territory. I am Gracious Ogun. Sudan's Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok this Thursday fired the nation's finance, foreign, energy and health ministers, along with 3 other senior cabinet members, as part of the move to reshuffle the cabinet. Interim replacements have since been named to lead all 7 ministries. The reshuffle comes 9 days after street protests demanded fast and comprehensive reforms for transitional authorities. Mayor of Seoul and a former human rights lawyer, Park Won-sun, was found dead on Friday, a day after he was accused of sexual harassment. South Korean authorities say it is an apparent suicide. Won-sun's body was found on a mountain in the capital, where he had left a suicide note, which was discovered on a desk at his official residence. The mayor won 3 elections while promoting gender and social equality and did not shy away from expressing his ambitions to replace incumbent President Moon Jae-in in 2022. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has accused the federal government of Nigeria of neglecting the educational system. Professor Abiodun Ogunyemi says in light of the recent move by the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) to deport foreign students whose schools were switched to online classes due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Abiodun recalled with regret a time foreign students from South Africa, Egypt and Ghana came to Nigerian universities for exchange programs, but now the reverse is the case, as Nigerian students have to go abroad to get quality education. He admonished the federal government to sit up and address the problems in our education sector. Chinese officials have announced the outbreak of an unknown pneumonia, deadlier than COVID-19 in Kazakhstan. According to a statement from the Chinese embassy in Kazakhstan, the unknown pneumonia has killed 1,772 in the first 6 months of this year, while 628 have been infected with the disease in June alone. Authorities in Kazakhstan have denied the controversial reports. However, the health ministry acknowledged the presence of a viral pneumonia of unspecified etiology, but denied that the outbreak is new or unknown. We take a break now. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
Commonly confused words for today. We have ITS and IT''S. It's. This is a big conflicting issue for many people. Now listen up. It is used to show possession, like when you say the cat bit its tail. It is ITS, not IT''S. IT''S is a contraction of it is. So rather than say it is a pen, you say it's a pen.
Welcome back. You're watching AD4 TV Radio News Updates. Pregnant women have been categorized in a vulnerable group during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is more as a precautionary measure to encourage them to strictly adhere to the social distancing measure and reduce social contacts. Medical experts say pregnant women are not more severely affected by COVID-19 than other people. AD4 TV Radio spoke with 2 new mothers about having a baby during a pandemic. Here's the report.
For some women, being pregnant comes with a lot of fear and anxiety. But being pregnant during COVID-19 can be a nightmare. Dr. Henry Nwandu, a consultant gynecologist and obstetrician, says hospital visits have been reduced to essential visits to avoid exposure.
Because women that were at term, you can't stop their labor from happening. Neither will they come to the hospital, tell them that you will not go and deliver them because you are afraid of catching COVID infection. Yeah. So we have everybody, every society, including ours, have devised a means of continuing our normal life, carrying out our normal day-to-day activities amidst the raging virus.
I had a virtual chat with 2 new moms, Praise and Gertrude. They tell me their experience.
When they began the total lockdown, that particular day I was supposed to have an appointment with my doctor. So it was, I don't know, I was so scared. My husband was so scared. We didn't know what to expect because the announcement was like, nobody should come out. In fact, they didn't even give the certain precautions to some people to say, okay, if you're pregnant or if you're sick, you can walk on the road. That morning when we drove out, the entire city was on lockdown. We were scared.
5 weeks postpartum, Gertrude is in better spirits than she was in the final stages of her pregnancy.
For me, it was a battle of the mind. For the last trimester, that was when we were told to stop going to work and we had to stay at home. I was a bit relieved because I saw it as an opportunity for me to rest. But then again, I was paranoid. I became so paranoid. I couldn't sleep at night. I would be awake and it would be daybreak continuously. And I was always worried about going to the hospital. Even when I had my doctor's appointments for the weekly ones, I was always very careful about going to the hospital. There were times I missed my appointments, even at third trimester, I won't go to the hospital. There was a time I went for my doctor's appointment and I was asking questions, and then I broke down and I started crying. And he was like, "What's the problem? What am I scared of exactly?" And then I just told him that I'm just really anxious. I can't explain it. I just kept having some feeling of impending doom for some reason. I don't know. And he reassured me, and I started to want to trust God through the whole process.
When D-Day finally arrived,
The Tuesday I put to bed, I was supposed to go to work that day for our virtual classes, but fortunately for me, I had labor signs from 3 a.m. in the morning, and so my husband had to whisk me straight to the hospital.
My labor started on a Sunday. When I started to feel the little cramps, I actually just felt it was it's what they call Braxton Hicks contractions. That's the false contractions that come before the main contractions. So I actually thought that was it. So I didn't want to make a fuss about it. My baby didn't even take up to 2 hours after I would go to the hospital before she arrived. And here we are now.
Praise and Gertrude are back home with a bundle of joy, and they're adjusting to life with a new baby during the lockdown.
So my routine has changed a big deal, and there's a lot to put into consideration now with 2 children. And I have not had breakfast as of now. I've not eaten anything, seriously. So it's not easy.
Maternal mortality is high in Nigeria. COVID-19 could significantly increase the numbers if adequate measure is not put in place to ensure the safety and care for vulnerable groups.
You should, work on having a positive mindset all through your pregnancy journey and even through your delivery, because it's really a battle of the mind, and it's not enough to have trust in God with this. You have to be positive.
And that's it on AD4 TV Radio News Updates, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please follow us on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Gracious Ogun.